Hello and well, hello and welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. Welcome back to the second game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. The match is between West Indies and Scotland, and welcome back to this live stream. Hope you enjoyed the live stream, and also the game between the Pakistan versus the Netherlands game. A narrow win for Pakistan out there in the morning today. It was such a close match. Pakistan would be kicking themselves in the end. They who were once cruising at 98 for 2 suddenly crumbled, and the last 2 to 3 overs they required 15 run and over. A dropped catch of Fahim Ashraf, and the next 4 balls he scores 22 runs. And Netherlands, who were poised to win the game, especially in the last 2-3 overs, and Fahim Ashraf was lucky today, a drop catch, and he wins the game for Pakistan. So that's it from the first game from in Colombo. And now we are in the second game where Scotland have won the toss and have put in West Indies to bat first. So that's the situation out there in the middle. And this is Shourabh Vittalmurthy from Sports Beyond Cancer. And the openers for West Indies are Shai Hope and Brandon King. Kindly excuse me for joining in a little bit late today. So 3 balls are down and it's already 5 for no loss. Brandon King has hit the first ball. A beautiful shot, an outswinger, and Brandon King prays a wonderful cover drive in the gap, and that goes to the forward. The batter on the other hand is the West Indies skipper Shai Hope, who's been in exceptional form in this format of the game lately. He has hit 56s since the last World Cup in this format of the game. He's proving it out to the world that he's not just a player in the longer format and the ODI. He can also adapt his playing style for this format as the game. He has changed his technique, changed his mindset for this format of the game too. So Macmillan has been bowling the first over for Scotland, and it's just 6 runs off the 5 balls. And here he goes one last time in this over, coming in over the wicket. The keeper is standing in, and he's played it in the air. That's a false shot there, but lucky there, no fielder there. Protection out deep, wide of long on, and that'll be 1 run for King, and that'll be the end of the first over. West Indies are 7 for no loss. So to all the newer listeners who have joined us, welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist, now joining in for YouTube, as I currently battle my 5th cancer and continue to follow my passion. So here you are. Welcome to this second World Cup game within the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. Today's game is between West Indies and Scotland, which is happening right here in Eden Garden, Kolkata. And the umpires for today are Nitin Menon and Sam Nagasaki. And the third umpire will be Jayaraman Madanagopal, with referee being from Mysore, Javgal Srinath. So that's the story out from the middle. Scotland have won the toss and have put West Indies into bat. What a start to the tournament. What a start. A drop chance by Netherlands in the end. What a comeback by Netherlands into the game first of all. And they looked to win the game, and a drop chance, and Fahim Ashraf was dropped, and the next 4 balls hit 22 to 24 runs. I guess 22 runs, and he took the game away. And all it takes is 1 catch, 1 boundary, 1 run is to win. A margin of thin errors. That's what cricket is all about. Curry is into the attack now. Second over for Scotland. Brad Curry, wide outside of the off stump. 2 wide, and that will be signaled as wide. First extra on the board. And West Indies look formidable. Their T20 lineup looks good today. And their first game, the first game of the Group C encounter. What a start. I mean, I'm still short of words for how the game transcribed between Pakistan and Netherlands. And a dropped catch giving Pakistan the game. I mean, the tweet from the Iceland cricket admin before the tournament started that what if Netherlands defeated Pakistan? It almost came true, and they would be the first team to be eliminated within the first 3 hours because they had opted out to boycott playing against India. So would they have changed their minds then? You never know. 1 drop chance. If we had held on to it, it would have been interesting how the things would have proceeded, especially with Pakistan losing the first game and then deciding to boycott the game against Pakistan. But nevertheless, Pakistan has won the game. Let's get on with the next game. He taps it to the middle of region. The batter scamper for 1 run. So let's look at the team for West Indies and Scotland in today's game. So this is the playing 11 for West Indies. Shai Hope, the batter. Brandon King, Shimron Hetmer is there. Roman Powell. Sherfane Rutherford has been extremely good lately. The power hitter, Romario Shepherd. Jason Holder, one of the key players with the bat as well as the ball. Akil Hossain has been economical. He'll come in very handy given the conditions of Sri Lanka in India. And then there's Matthew Ford, and then Shamar Joseph and Gudikesh Moti too. So that's the lineup for West Indies in this game. And for Scotland, it'll be Richard Byrne, the batter. George Munsey, watch out for him. He's going to be one of the best batters for Scotland. He's been in prime form and he's been doing good for Scotland in this format of the game. And Matthew Henry, Brandon McMillan, Michael Alexander. Good ball by Curry, but straight to the fielder in the backward point region. Dot ball there. And the all-rounder Tom Bruce, Mark Watt, Michael Alexander, Oliver Davidson, Sufyan Sharif and Bradley James. That's the team for Scotland today. So to all our listeners out there, thank you for tuning in to this live stream commentary and live score fan commentary of Scotland versus West Indies. And Scotland have won the toss right here in Eden Gardens, Kolkata, and have put the opposition into bat. West Indies are 9 for no loss after 1.4 overs. Curry running in from around the wicket. A good ball, good length delivery, and Hope guides it gracefully wide of the point, wide of the sleeper cover. 4 runs for Shai Hope. Shai Hope has been pretty impressive into this format of this game lately. He's adapted his game style. He's known as the long format player, and he's adapted his game pretty well. And lately, after the 2024 T20 World Cup, he's probably the third or the fourth batsman in the highest number of sixes hit in this format. He's hit around 50 sixes, and that's a wonderful adaptation of technique and style and mindset by the West Indies skipper out there. One last time in this over, Curry running in. Once again, lot of width there, but this time protection in the deep, backward point cuts it off. 1 run to Shai Hope, and after 2, that'll be 14 for no loss, West Indies. To all our listeners who have just joined in, thank you for joining in. Hope you had your lunch, and good afternoon to you one and all. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist. Now, getting back into YouTube after a long time due to my 5th battle with cancer for the past 2.5 years. So this is my hope to continue my passion. My passion lies in sports journalism. And here I am back trying out something new with YouTube, so that as I enter my remission and rehab phase, I can do justice to my passion as well as continue my love and support for cricket and sports. So I kindly request you to hit the subscribe button. Please comment who do you think is going to win the game, and who do you think is going to win the game tonight between India and USA. And do you think we need to give Sanju Samson yet another chance, or do we need to go with Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan at the top, just like we saw in the warm-up game? So nevertheless, let's get back to this game. 2 overs, 14 for no loss. Mark Watt into the attack. Left arm spinner straight away into the attack. Well-flighted delivery in the driving arc. Shai Hope goes down, drives it to the cover. A diving stop from the field there. Pushes the ball towards the bowler. That'll be a dot ball. Mark Watt, 78 matches, 89 wickets with a strike rate of 18.16 and an economy less than 7. He's been given the ball, given the responsibility to bowl in the power play. Short of a length delivery, angling into the batter, and he taps it to the mid-off fielder, long-off fielder. That'll be 1 run, just 1 run into the tally, and West Indies are 15 for no loss after 2.2 overs. To all our listeners out there, thank you for joining in on our live commentary of Scotland versus West Indies, the second game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. Pakistan narrowly won the first game, courtesy to a dropped catch, and then the batter hitting 22 runs after being dropped, and that cost Netherlands the game. But a word of appreciation for Netherlands. They had a low score to defend, and Pakistan got off to a great start. At one stage, they were 98 for 2, And all of a sudden, what beautiful bowling from Netherlands. They collapsed, 5 wickets down. They were staring at defeat. But then, cricket is always going to be cruel. Many legends have dropped catches, and Max today was the unfortunate one. Dropped an easy sitter, and Fahim Ashraf made the most out of it. 22 of the next 4 balls, and Pakistan ended up winning. But this time, short of a leg delivery. Shai Hope is not going to miss out on it. He rocks back, cruises it past the infield on the offside, goes past the diving covers. No protection out there in the deep, and that will be 4 runs for Shai Hope. A beautiful, beautiful shot. Traditional textbook shot. Shifts his weight, goes back, rocks back, and watches the ball till the end. All along the ground, a beautiful shot as it goes into the ropes and crashes into the advertising stands. 4 runs for the West Indies skipper here, and the West Indies are marching on in the second T20 of this World Cup. Good ball there, mixed up between the batters, sent back. No run there, hit straight to the mid-on fielder, and Shai Hope initially wanted a single, and Brandon King took off, and suddenly Hope sends him back. A lot of confusion out there, no damage done out there. And that will be the end of the over. After 3, West Indies are 20 for no loss. So, the key player to look out for West Indies, especially lately, has been Sherfane Rutherford. I mean, he's been exceptional. I mean, the turnaround of things with him, the power he brings in along with his batting, and the way he's been batting lately, even in the South Africa League and other places, he is hitting the ball too hard. I mean, he scored at some run rate, strike rate of around above 160, and I think amassed around 330 plus runs in the recently conducted South Africa T20 League. Curry back in the attack this time, angling the ball across the batter, but King goes with a shot, wild slash, finds the edge, and it flies to just short of the fielder. Flies over the gully region, just short of the backward point fielder in the deep. 1 bounce to the fielder, 1 run. A lucky reprieve there. There'll just be 1 run. No damage done there. Curry, beautiful ball. He guides it to the deep backward point fielder. 1 run from Shai Hope there. And for Scotland, you'll have to watch out for Brandon McCullum. He has been one of the beautiful, beautiful players for Scotland. He's been drawing interest from many, many leagues across the globe. And one thing about him is when he gets going, he's extremely, extremely consistent. And that has been a big, big highlight of his career. And he will be a major trump card for Scotland. Good ball this time. Angling into the batter. All he can do is tap it to the short mid-wicket region. No run there. He rolled his fingers there. Good change of pace. And Shai Hope signaling to his partner that the bowler rolled his fingers. And good variation there from the Curry initially in this power play. Thank you for joining in and tuning in on this channel. Welcome to the community of Sports Beyond Cancer once again. Angling away from the bowler. Outside edge once again. Flies past the gully region towards the third man. A couple of bounces and into the boundary. That will be 4 more runs to King. He wouldn't be convinced with the shot, but nevertheless clears the infield. And 4 runs added to his and West Indies total tally. Unlucky on the bowler there. Cricket can be a cruel game. Good ball there. Finds the edge. But 4 runs. 26 for no loss after 3.4. And King is on 13 of 11. This time he charges down the wicket. Tries to squeeze it past the cover fielder there. But straight to him. And that will be a dot ball. West Indies will need to up their game here. They are coming on the back of a series loss to Afghanistan in Dubai and a series loss to South Africa. but their stars have been in prime form. Obviously, their stars, especially in this format of the game, play all around the globe in almost all the leagues, and that is their strength. They are well attached to this format of the game and have very good experiences this format of this game. And that's a good ball. The keeper has been brought up to the stump so that the batters don't step across outside to negotiate the swing, and that'll be 1 run to end the over, and that'll be 27 for no loss after 4 overs. Thank you for tuning in on this live sports commentary between Scotland and West Indies, the second match, the first game of the Group C ICC Men's T20 World Cup. So, to all our new listeners, Scotland won the toss and put West Indies into bat, and West Indies are currently at 4 after 4 overs, 27 for no loss. Scotland, with a population of 5.5 billion, ranked 14 in the ICC T20 international rankings, global rankings. So Safyan Sharif is now into the attack for the first time in this innings. West Indies will be eager to put their recent form behind their back with series losses to Afghanistan and South Africa. Safyan Sharif, right arm bowler, good ball, great length, too close to the body to play the cut shot. And a diving keeper there manages to stop the ball, doesn't manage to hold on to it. Was there an edge there? Good in-swinging delivery there, extremely cramped him for any room. Completely outfoxed the batter there. Safyan Sharif running in. Good ball there. The ball's been hit to the covers. That'll be no runs. This time charges down the ground, tries to go past the fielder at mid-off, but straight to him. That'll be one more dot ball. Welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. You're watching the live coverage between Scotland versus West Indies. This is the live English and Hindi commentary of Scotland versus the West Indies game. This time the batters scamper for a quick run there. 1 run, great fielding effort. Probably save 3 runs there at the cover region, and that'll just be 1 run. He pushes the ball outside towards the fielder at mid-off, and that'll just be 1 run. He cuts it off. 3 runs probably saved there. नमस्ते देवी और सज्जनों, आज अभी हम देख रहे हैं वर्ल्ड कप का दूसरा गेम, स्कॉटलैंड वर्सेस वेस्ट इंडीज़। स्कॉटलैंड ने पहले टॉस जीता और वेस्ट इंडीज़ को बल्लेबाजी करने के लिए भेजा है, और इसी के साथ शॉर्ट ऑफ लेंथ डिलीवरी पॉइंट की तरफ खेल दिया है और आसानी से 2 रन कंप्लीट करेंगे, और इसी के साथ रन रेट 6.21 और शाय होप और ब्रैंडन किंग बल्लेबाजी के करने के लिए वेस्ट इंडीज़ की तरफ से एक अच्छा शुरुआत देने के लिए कोशिश कर रहे हैं। शरीफ आ रहे हैं और इसी के साथ शॉट मारने की प्रयास मिड ऑन फील्डर की ओर, सिर्फ एक रन मिलेगा 5 ओवर की समाप्ति के बाद। 31 फॉर नो लॉस वेस्ट इंडीज। सो वेस्ट इंडीज की ओपनर्स बल्लेबाजी करते हुए, अभी मैट वॉट गेंदबाजी करने के लिए अपने दूसरे ओवर के लिए फ्लाइटेड डिलीवरी थी, ड्राइव करने का प्रयास, लेकिन सीधा कवर्स के हाथों में। डॉट बॉल। 5 ओवर 4 गेंदों के बाद वेस्ट इंडीज 32 फॉर नो लॉस। मार्कवॉट फिर से शॉर्ट बॉल थी, फुल मारने की प्रयास, लेकिन खराब टाइमिंग, बॉल को मिस कर दिया। और ये डॉट बॉल। मार्कवॉट एक और बार आते हुए इस ओवर में, और मिड ऑफ की तरफ मारते हुए 1 रन, और 6 ओवर के बाद वेस्ट इंडीज 33 फॉर नो लॉस। स्कॉटलैंड टॉस जीतते हुए वेस्ट इंडीज को बैटिंग करने को भेजा है, और इसी के साथ ग्रुप सी का पहला गेम वेस्ट इंडीज और स्कॉटलैंड। So after 6 overs, West Indies are 33 for no loss, and Shai Hope is bowling on runner-ball 16, while Brandon King is struggling to find the timing as he's on 16 of 20. A slow start for West Indies out there in the power play. After the completion of the power play, West Indies have just managed to put a score of 33 on the board, but they have wickets on their hands. No damage done there in the wickets column. 33 for no loss for West Indies after being asked to bat by Scotland. Hello, ladies and gentlemen who have just tuned in on our channel. Kindly excuse us that this is going to be some technical glitch, and we are just setting it right with the amount of tools we have at our disposal. So I think it's pretty sorted now. Some technical issues, and we are back at it. We have managed to resolve it, and hopefully everything is clear now. And if please drop in a comment who do you think is going to win the game, and also I'm pretty keen to know who do you think should open for India today. Should they stick to Sanju Samson, or should Ishan Kishan join Abhishek Sharma at the top, and should Sanju Samson be kept as a backup wicket keeper? Or what do you think? Does Sanju Samson deserve one more chance? I mean, he has scored 3 centuries in 2024. He was in prime form. You never know. I mean, Suryakumar Yadav has got so many chances despite his poor form. Will it be fair on the management to drop Sanju Samson? I mean, it's high stakes because it's a World Cup. So the management has to take some tough calls. Let's see how things go. And coming here live from the Eden Gardens, Kolkata, in this Group C opening game, the second game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Scotland have put West Indies into bat, and West Indies are 33 for no loss. A slow start, a cautious start by the West Indies, and they will be eager to put the Demons back behind. They are coming off series losses to South Africa and Afghanistan, and they will be eager to come strong. But the good news is they have a lot of batters who are clinical in this format of this game, especially given that they play leagues all around the ground. King charges down the ground. What a beautiful shot, straight as an arrow, goes over the bowler's head and crashes into the advertising board. Steps down early in the arc, beautifully positions himself. What a perfect head balance, watches the ball till the end and times the ball over the bowler's head. 76 meter shot, hitting the advertising screen. 6 runs for the batter there. Sharif in his second over has been greeted for a wonderful shot. Converts this ball into a half volley. It was a good ball there, but he charges down the wicket. What a wonderful shot. A great start to start the over. West Indies need to press the accelerator given they had a slow start initially in the power play. And they are going to make the most utilization of the wickets in hand, especially they can go take the extra risk of going hard. Well bowled again this time. Smash through the cover region. Beautiful shot through the covers. Goes past the covers, and that's 10 runs to start off the over with. 2 boundaries to start the over. Slower ball, full on the off stump, and King wouldn't miss out on that. Goes down and beautifully drives the ball, and that will be 4 runs for the batter there. What a wonderful shot for King. 10 runs coming off the first 2 balls of this over. Short of a length delivery, half tracker there. Extremely poor bowling there. Opportunity completely utilized by the batter. Cuts it past the diving field red point, and the ball runs into the boundary. 4 runs, 3 consecutive boundaries. What a way to start the 7th over. The West Indies have been extremely cautious in the first 6 overs of especially the power play. And once the power play is done, I think the message is clear from the management that go hard. We have 10 wickets in hand, and 14 runs to start the over. 3 balls. This time angling into the pads, and all King can do is drive it to the wide of long on region, and that will be 1 more run. An expensive over for Scotland here. 15 run coming off the first 4 balls. A beautiful straight shot for 6, and then a beautiful cover drive for 4, and then a cut shot past the point fielder for 4. Great batting there by King there, and poor bowling there. Not bowling according to the fielding plan, and that's cost them some runs. A run rate of 7.20 for West Indies here. After 6.4, they're at 48 for no loss. Sharif running in. Very well bowled. A good length delivery, full length delivery, angling towards the batter into the pads, and he hits it wide of long off. Gives the strike back to King, and that'll be 1 run to the tally. Sufyan Sharif. Last ball of the over. Angling into the pad, and the batsman guides it to the fielder at the deep mid-wicket region. Expensive over here for Scotland. 17 runs coming off it. A poor over from Scotland's perspective, but a good over from West Indies' point of view. They managed to get 17 runs and get the scorecard moving, and that will be 50 for no loss after 7 overs. Change in the bowling attack. The young Oliver Davidson, 21-year-old, is brought into the attack for Scotland. The left-arm spinner angling the ball into the stumps. A good length ball there. The batsman drives the ball wide off, long off, and all they can manage is 1 run there. Good fielding out there in the deep. The batsmen were tempted to go for the second run, but good fresh legs out there, and a great fielding effort out there in the deep. Davidson pulls it a little bit short, wide of the off stump, missed out opportunity, hits the ball straight to the cover fielder, dot ball out there, misses out on a wonderful opportunity. There was width on offer, but Shy Hope misses out on the opportunity. Davidson this time, the ball angling towards the batter into the middle stump. All he can do is tap it to the deep backward point region, and comfortably picks up 1 run. Welcome to all the new listeners who have joined into a live commentary of the second T20 World Cup match between West Indies and Scotland, happening right here at Eden Gardens, Kolkata. Poor ball there, banged in shot, half tracker, goes for the Scott shot, missed out, fails to time it, hits it straight to the fielder. Only 1 run out there. Pakistan earlier managing a narrow win, courtesy a dropped catch to win the game by 3 wickets. How crucial was that catch? A sitter, but even the best of cricketers have dropped dollies, and today unfortunately it was Max Dawood, and he drops Fahim Ashraf, and 22 score of the next 4 balls, and Pakistan sailed home. Nevertheless, a very good fight back from the Netherlands, and hopefully Scotland and West Indies brings in yet another encounter on this first day of this T20 World Cup. A dot ball to finish the over. Good over, just 4 runs off the first over of Davidson, and that will be 54 for no loss after 8 overs. Michael Lisk into the attack now, coming from around the wicket. Half tracker there, poor ball there, was meant to be hit, completely missed it, tried to hit it too hard, should have sailed over the ropes, but he misses it, and that will be a dot ball. The bowler raises his hand over there, he realizes that's a poor length to bowl to this batter here. This time, coming around the wicket, quicker through the air, and it's crashed into the off stump. Shy Hope has to depart. Shy Hope was extremely struggling to time the ball out here, and his struggle ends. He has to finally depart. 22 balls and just 19 runs. And that was bowled from around the wicket. And he's clean bowled Michael Leask. The West Indies skipper stumps has been rattled, and celebration in the Scotland camp as they draw first blood in this World Cup encounter with Scotland. Shai Hope will have to depart after just scoring 19 of 22. He was struggling to time the ball out there in the middle, and his struggle has finally come to an end, courtesy a quicker ball bowled from around the wicket by Michael Leask. 80.7 km per hour to be honest, and it was a seam-up delivery and goes on straight after pitching and crashes into the off stump, and the West Indies skipper has to take the long walk back home. And West Indies are 54 for 1 after 8.2 overs. Hetmeyer is out there in the middle now. Shimron Hetmeyer, he is the man to watch out for. He's been in good form lately, and he's been sent at number 3 for West Indies. He's come in the typical West Indian style. No helmet, no cap. He's going to take on the bowler confidently. Michael Lees flighted through the air into the batter, but straight drive to the bowler. No run there. To all our new listeners, kindly hit the subscribe button and be a part of our journey. Sports Beyond Cancer. Michael Lees once again in this over. Short of a length delivery. Poor shot there. He goes for the pull. Top edge there. The ball is in the air. Over the bowler's head. The bowler is running back. And the ball falls in no man's land. Uneven bounce there. Completely foxed Hetmeyer. He was in no position to play the pull shot. He got stuck. And eventually the ball finds the top edge, and luckily Michael Leask, tracing back, tries to get hold of the ball, but it was a little too far for him. Should he have gone for the dive? But Hetmeyer is off the mark and he's safe. Great bowling from Michael Leask. Once again, banged in short, banged in quick from around the wicket, and the king is happy to tap it down to the long on fielder and keep the strike for himself. Beg your pardon, I guess there's one more ball to go. What a wonderful, wonderful chance it was. Shimron Hetmeyer sent at number 3 and almost giving away a catch just beyond the reach of Michael Leask. And he gets off the mark. Once again, this time straying down the leg into the pads. A quicker one. And all it can do is the ball goes to the short fine leg region for a leg bye, and that'll just be 1 run. To all the new listeners who have joined us, welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer, and you're watching the live coverage, the live streaming commentary of West Indies versus Scotland, the Group C encounter in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. I hope you all are doing good and enjoying the cricketing season with a lot of cricket games, and you might be extremely happy, especially the Indians, the way the Indian under-19 team won the World Cup yesterday. What a brilliant batting from the young lad, Vaibhav Sooryavanshi, scoring 175 runs. I mean, it brought the reminiscence back of the Kapil Dev innings against Zimbabwe. I mean, that was a different circumstances, but the 175 runs rings a bell, and it takes us back to the innings from Kapil Dev against Zimbabwe in the 1983 World Cup. What a beautiful knock by the youngster. What a future he's going to have. India needs to definitely groom him in the positive and right direction and manage him well. What a star he's going to be. What a star in the global stage. I mean, he's taken the IPL by a storm, and now he's pretty soon going to be looked by the selectors in the senior format too. I mean, the regular Indian senior cricket team too. So let's see how things go for them. And now Davidson is back to his second over, Oliver Davidson. We are covering live from the Eden Gardens, Kolkata for the second game of the World Cup. Oliver Davidson, the left-arm spinner, now bowling in towards King. A shot of a length delivery, goes for the cut shot in the air, and the fielder in the point times it, fumbles it the first time, and he takes it back in the second chance. That is the wicket for Oliver Davidson. Shot of a length, and King rocks back and cuts it in the air straight to the fielder in the point region. Fails to find the gap, tries to hit it too hard, and the fielder taking the catch in the second attempt. And the bowler is extremely animated here. He has picked it. The youngster has picked his first wicket of the day, and that will be curtains for Brandon King. He has to march for 35 of 30, and that will be 58 for 2 after 9.2 overs. And Oliver Davidson picks up his first wicket, and Brandon King, who was struggling to time the ball, especially during the power play, has to take the long walk back home. What a start to Scotland. What a start. They are putting up the pressure on the West Indies batters. They are not letting them score freely. And now walks in the big man with the big muscles. Roman Powell walks in at number 4 for West Indies. 58 for 2. The run rate is just 6.21. And the big man, Roman Powell, joins in Shimron Hetmyer. 2 new batters out in the middle for West Indies. Beg your pardon there. And some minute field changes for Scotland. Roman Powell, the big man who's known for his big hits, has been sent in to take the responsibility at number 4 for West Indies after their slow start in this game. And he's off the mark, onto the pads, angling onto the pads, Handy flicks it to the long on region. 1 run, no more than that. Both the openers for West Indies today struggling to time the ball. Couldn't capitalize on the power play, only scoring around 30 to 34 runs, and they were cramped for room. Good bowling effort from the Scotland camp there. This time flighted in the air, well outside the off stump, and Hetmyer won't miss out on that. Goes straight, smashes it over the long off fielder. All he can do is watch it sail over him, sail over the stands. That'll be 6 runs for Shimron Hetmyer. That'll be the second 6 of the day for West Indies. A beautiful shot. Stayed low, hit it straight along the line, along with the spin, and that'll be 6 for Hetmyer out there. A beautiful shot to release the nerves. 6 runs to the tally of Hetmyer and West Indies. This time banged in shot, goes for the pull shot. All he can manage is an inside edge onto his legs. Almost chopped it on, but no damage out there. A dot ball. Tried to hit the ball too hard, going against the line and length of a delivery. Across the line, beg your pardon. And all he can do is get an edge onto his pads. One last time in this over, Davidson. Once again, too close to play the bull shot. And a French cut goes past the stump. Fielded short fine leg region, just 1 runs. He is living life on the edge here, Shimron Hetmyer. He goes for the wild sweep, beg your pardon. And it was a well drifted ball, well tossed up. And he went to hit the ball too hard. All he can manage is an edge. And it goes to the short fine leg region, just 1 run. And that'll be the end of the over. 66 for 2 after 10, West Indies. We are covering the game from Kolkata, Eden Gardens, as in the opener of the Group C ICC Men's T20 World Cup encounter. Tonight later, it'll be the defending champions India taking on USA in the Group A game, which will be held in Mumbai, and the match will begin at 7 p.m. Welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy, a former sports journalist, your host, covering fan commentary and live stream of the cricket games and sports action along the globe. I hope you guys are enjoying the show and hope you guys are watching the game on the TV or anywhere else and excited about the ongoing World Cup. I mean, what a big day today. 3 games on the first day of a T20 World Cup. I mean, what more can a fan ask for? 3 big games on the first day of the World Cup. Pakistan winning the first game narrowly courtesy due to a drop catch. And now Scotland piling up the pressure. T20 can be in anyone's game. No one is an underdog here. And well bowled Michael Leask back to his second over after a good first over. And that'll be just 1 run for Hetmeyer there. The run rate is just above 6.5. And West Indies will be hoping that their power hitters get going as they are inching to up their run rate after a poor start from their openers in this encounter with Scotland. Banged in shot around the wicket, onto the pads. All he can do is tucks the ball to the deep square leg region and picks up a comfortable single. Well, lot of resources for West Indies out there, as you can see. Rutherford, Shepherd, Holder, Akil Hussain, a lot of power hitting to follow, and they should be hoping that they get over 100 runs in the next 9.5 overs that is left. Good bowling there by Lees, good length delivery. All the batter can do is tap it back to him. Dot ball. Michael Leask has been extremely impressive today in the first over. This time, flighted ball angling into the batter. And Hetmeyer goes big, wide of long on. And that'll be 6 runs. Just goes over the ropes and hits into the advertising stand. 6 runs, the second 6 of the innings for Shimron Hetmeyer. A well-flighted delivery, angle into the pads. He moves his front leg across, swivels away, and goes over the top. A 75-meter 6 into the advertising board. 6 runs for Hetmeyer and West Indies. Once again, he moves across, backs away, shuffles across the leg stump. All he can do is tap it to the sweeper corner. Sweeper cover for 1 run. 1 run, sensible batting out there, respecting the good ball and giving the strike back to Roman Powell. Please drop in your comments. Who do you think is going to win this game? And do you think India needs to stick with Sanju Samson tonight or go with the opening pair of Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan? What is your opinion on it this time? Roman Powell charges down the ground and what a shot. Picks it up and beautifully dispatches it over the cow corner region into the stands. That will be the first 6 for the big man today. 15 runs coming off the over. What a beautiful shot. Steps down the ground and beautifully hits it, dispatches it over the cow corner region like an arrow. 6 runs and the bowler is surprised. What a wonderful shot. Beautiful pickup shot, and that ends the over. 81 for 2 after 11, West Indies. And an expensive over for Leask here. To all our viewers, hope you're doing good. Please drop in your comments. Who do you think is going to win the game? West Indies or Scotland? Or can you also please drop in who do you think should open? Should India stick with Sanju Samson or should India Give Ishan Kishan and Abhishek Sharma the go at the top. Drop in your comments. This time the batter sweeps it. All he can do is find the fielder at fine leg. Just one run, nothing more for the batters out there. Watt into the attack. Mark Watt for his third over of the day. Good link ball. Turning away from the batter, pitching on middle and turning outside the off stump. An edge and it flies to the mid long off region. The batters pick up one run. This time flighted in the air and Hetmeyer goes for the wild shot towards the leg side. All he can manage the top edge. Poor timing there. But luckily it falls in the no man's land. And that'll just be 2 runs. A reprieve for the batter there. Poor shot selection. All he can manage is 2 runs. And he would be happy that he's still out there in the middle. A well flighted ball. Angling away from the batter. Goes for the pull. Goes for the sweep shot. Wild sweep shot. Was never in a position to play the shot. Gets the top edge. But luckily the poor timing saves him. And probably the fielder couldn't spot the ball and couldn't get towards it. This time he's bowled a quicker one, angling into the batter. And Hetmeyer dispatches it over the mid-wicket region. A big 6 by Hetmeyer, angling into the pads, and he's never going to miss out on that ball. That's a wonderful 6 for Hetmeyer. His third 6 of the day. A quicker one, a seam-up delivery, and that'll be an easy shot, an easy pickup shot, and big 6 of 82 meters as it lands into the stands. And appreciation from the West Indies camp out there. Once again, poor ball, bowled outside the leg stump, straying down in line. Hetmeyer will not miss out on that. Easy pickings there, gift for the batter, and he sweeps it over the backward square leg region for yet another 6, yet another huge 6. He's all smiles. Gift on offer there for this West Indies batter on the leg stump. Easy pickings for the batter there. Smashes it as the ball flies. Error in line from the bowler. He's livid with himself, and that'll be 6 more runs. Mark Watt running in this time. Well outside the off stump, and Hetmeyer guides it to the backward point, deep backward point region. There was 2 on offer there, but Rauman Powell denies it, and that'll be the end of the over. And that'll be 17 run of the over. An expensive over. A good over for West Indies. And they are 99 for 2 after 12. An 18 run over, beg your pardon. An expensive over for Mark Watt. And Shimron Hetmeyer has raised to 34 of 16 with a strike rate about 210. Well. Sharif is back into the attack. To all of you listeners, welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is the second game of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, and you're watching the live game of Scotland versus West Indies being put into bat. West Indies are 98 for 2 after 12 with a run rate of 8.17, and Hetmeyer has finally started to go big. He's been lucky on a couple of occasions, and he mistimed the ball, but luckily the ball fell in no man's land, and he's still out there in the middle. That's what matters most. He's in prime form, and with explosive batters to follow with the likes of Rutherford and Shepherd and Akil Hossain. West Indies will be poised to take it over 170 with 7 overs to go. A wide full toss there. Missed out opportunity, hits it straight to the fielder in the infield in the cover region. A full toss there, it was there for taking but completely missed it. He's hit it straight to the fielder and that'll be no runs. That'll be a wide ball. Sharif running in this time. Banks in shot into the body, on the body, but Hetmeyer swivels across once again, pulls it over the deep square leg region. Yet another 6 for Hetmeyer there, and West Indies reach the 3-figure mark, 105 runs. Pulls it gracefully, poor ball in the slot, and Hetmeyer won't miss out on that. 78 meters 6. West Indies initially started slow, but Hetmeyer making up for it, batting over a strike rate of 200. Full length delivery this time, he drives it past the cover fielder, and the fielder from the backward point puts in a full stretch dive to cut it out, but unfortunately the ball trickles into the ropes, and that'll be 4 more runs. 2 consecutive boundaries here, and Hetmeyer has raced to 43 of 19. What a wonderful shot. Full length delivery. He opens the full face of the bat, goes past the diving fielder at cover region, and then an effort in vain from the fielder running in all the way from the deep backward point region. That'll be 4 more runs. And West Indies are slowly picking up the run rate as they have raced to 109 for 2 in 12.3 with a run rate of 8.72. Hetmeyer, who's been in good form lately. Well ball, low full toss. All he can do is tap it back to the bowler. Just 1 run there. I mean, like it was long off region, just 1 run there. No damage done. The partnership has raced to 52 runs of 21 balls, with Hetmeyer doing the bulk of the scoring. He scored 42 of 16, while Powell has managed 9 of 4 balls. So there you go. Sharif running in this time to Roman Powell, straying down the line, full toss, but the batter misses to flick the ball, and that'll be a wide ball, and he would have to re-ball the ball once again. To all our listeners out there, kindly hit the subscribe button and stay tuned for the sporting action as we cover sports across the globe. Once again, a Yorker length delivery, squeezed it to the covers. Good ball there, and the dot ball. Good comeback by Sharif here. Once again, beautiful shot. 4 runs to the deep extra cover region, this time from Roman Powell. Wouldn't miss out on the width there. A beautiful, beautiful shot. It was there to be hit, and he wonderfully hit. 4 runs to end the over. 17 runs. Yet another good over for West Indies there. 17 runs coming off the over, and that'll be 115 for 2 after 13. The current run rate is 8.85, and West Indies are currently making up for the initial slow start that the openers got. And with the likes of Hetmeyer, Powell, and the likes of Romario Shepherd and Rutherford, who's been in prime form. He's had a wonderful South Africa T20 league, scoring over 340 runs, and especially with the strike rate above 160 or 165. He's the trump card for West Indies, along with Hetmeyer in this campaign for West Indies. And let's see how things go. Hetmeyer being promoted at number 3 in this batting order is simply something surprising, and he's taken it all. He's raised his hand and grabbed the opportunity and taken the responsibility with both the hands. He's currently on 44 of 20. This time Davidson back into the attack, angling into the batter. The batsman tried to go for the second one, but no second chance run there. Just 1 run in the deep mid-wicket region. Hetmeyer closing in towards his 50. He's on 45. Davidson into the attack. Hit to the sweeper cover region, deep sweeper cover region. Just 1 run. Beg your pardon, sweeper cover region, and that'll just be 1 run. Powell extremely happy to give the strike back to Hetmeyer there, who's on a song here. Great batting from Hetmeyer, especially after being promoted to number 3. Davidson this time well wide outside the off stump, but it was in his arc. Opens the face of the bat, and that'll be 50. Yet another maximum for Hetmeyer. A 22 ball 51, and he acknowledges the crowd and the dressing room. A salute back to the dressing room, and he's thanking the staff for showing faith in him for being promoted at the top of the order at number 3. Opens the face of the bat and slices it, goes down on one knee, and he sliced it over the point region, and the ball sails over the stands. 6 runs to Hetmeyer, 50. A wonderful knock of 50 of 22 balls. This time onto the legs, and he guides it to the deep square leg, backward square leg fielder, and that'll just be 1 run. An innings decorated with 6 sixes and 1 4 out of the 23 balls he has played. A flamboyant knock by Shimron Hetmeyer. Once again, a full-flighted delivery outside the off stump. Powell goes for the drive, and a diving stop by the fielder in the cover region in the infield. Cuts the ball, pushes the ball to the long off, and they'll restrict the batsman to just 1 run. 125 for 2 after 14. Beg your pardon, there's 1 ball to go. And the partnership currently is 67 of 27, with Shimron Hetmeyer scoring the bulk of the runs. 1 ball to go in this over from Davidson. Will Hetmeyer? It's just been 10 runs off the over. Can Hetmeyer make it 16? Davidson. And that's an inside edge onto the pads of the keeper. Was dying on him, and the ball hits the keeper's pads and goes to the fine leg fielder, and the batters scamper for a quick single, and Hetmeyer will retain the strike back as West Indies are 126 for 2, and that will be drinks here. The West Indies coach marching towards the middle, Darren Sammy, and rings being brought here to all the players out there in the middle. To all our new viewers, welcome to the live commentary and fan commentary of West Indies versus Scotland. This is the second match in the World Cup, but the first match in the Group C between Scotland and West Indies, and West Indies being put into bat, had a pretty slow start. They were like 34 for no loss after 6 overs. An extreme cautious start by the two openers, with Brandon King and Shai Hope struggling to time the ball. Maybe the pitch was behaving too paced and they were finding it really hard to time the ball. But with Shai Hope being clean bowled by Michael Lisk, scoring 19 of 22 balls, and Brandon King scoring 35 of 30. And after that, it's all been Shimron Hetmeyer. He came in the middle, had a couple of lucky chances with the ball falling in no man's land, and he's utilized it, he's capitalized it, and is playing over a strike rate about 200. He's on 24. He's on 52 of 24 balls with 6 sixes, 6 big hits outside the ground, and he's been given company by Roman Powell, the muscle man, who's on 15 of 8, and they have stitched together a wonderful unbeaten partnership of 68 of 28, as West Indies are 126 for 2 after 14 overs. To all our new listeners out there, please hit that comment button, subscribe button, and please do comment who do you think is going to win the game. And also, I'm keen to know who do you think should start for India as openers. Should India show faith one more time in Sanju Samson, given the fact that Surya Kumar Yadav was given so many chances over the past year, and or should India take the tough call and go with Abhishek Sharma and Ishan Kishan in the top of the batting order and keep Sanju Samson as a backup keeper? You never know what the management or the think tank is planning. So let's see how things goes. Tonight's game, India take on the first encounter as they try to defend their T20 title against USA in Mumbai, and they will have to defeat the history, because no ever team has managed to defend the T20 title in the global stage, and also no home team has managed to win the World Cup, especially in the T20 format. So that's the news out there from the middle. Stay tuned for more action, more cricketing action. Well, the broadcasters showing in the reminiscences from the game here in Kolkata in the World Cup when West Indies won it, when 20 odd runs were required of the last over, and Carlos Brathwaite smashed 4 huge sixes off the bowling of Ben Stokes to lead them to their T20 victory. What a night that was for West Indies in India that day. A jubilant night. Carlos Brathwaite scoring 4 straight sixes with 21 odd runs required of the last over of the final. What a wonderful setup of the final. And it all had to boil down in the final over, just like it boiled down to the final over in the first game of this World Cup. Netherlands almost managing a victory against Pakistan. A dropped catch of Fahim Ashraf, and he leads Pakistan to victory, scoring 22 runs of the next 4 balls, and that cost Netherlands the match. Michael Lisk is brought into the attack now, post the drinks break, for his third over. Flighted delivery into the middle and leg stump, and he hits it to the long on region for an easy single. This time, poor ball, short of a length delivery. Roman Powell goes for the big shot, completely, tries to hit the ball too hard, probably hits it early. All he can manage is to the deep square leg region, 1 run. That was meant to be hit. Poor ball, straying down the leg. He goes for the swivel, tries to pull the ball, but does not get a good connection on it. This time, angling into the pads of Hetmeyer as he makes room. Well followed the batter there. Saw him backing off, and he follows the batter, and it's hit on his pad, and the ball rolls down to the short third man, short fine leg fielder. 1 run, nothing more than that. It signaled a leg bye. Hetmeyer has been so devastating today, taking on the bowlers with his huge sixes. A Yorker leg delivery on the pads. Clever batting there by Powell. Gently taps it towards the deep mid-wicket fielder as they have sufficient time to come back for the second. The current run rate is 8.93 as West Indies are 131 for 2 after 14.4 with around 5.5 overs to go. And big hitters down the line in the lineup with the likes of Rutherford and Romario Shepherd and Akil Hossain West Indies will be keen to get around 60 to 70 runs and take the score as close as possible towards the 200 mark. A wide ball, poor ball, banged in short, quicker run, wide ball. This time, good ball. He goes for the full shot, and the ball was not that short. And he finds an edge. The ball rolls down to the deep square leg fielder. 1 run to the tally. Roman Powell living dangerously in this over here, trying to hit the ball too hard. And oh my god, Hetmeyer has denied the single here. He's asked him to take the strike. And this time it's a full toss. And he is being punished. Poor bowling to end the over. He smashed it over just over the deep square leg fielder as it sails over Sharif for its boundary maximum. 6 to end the over. And that'll be $138 for 2 after 15. Pretty surprised there. The batters did not take a single and asked Powell to retain the strike, and he goes for the maximum of the last ball. And that'll be 138 for 2, and the partnership is slowly now 80 runs of 34 balls. A big turnaround for West Indies. Scotland is slowly losing the plot here. Poor delivery. And he has been punished. And that'll be the end of the over. Curry, the pacer, has been brought into the attack once again. Brad Curry. Who's bowled pretty well during the power play, giving away just 14 runs in his first 2 overs, has been brought into the attack. And he'll be bowling into Shimron Hetmeyer. The helmets are back on now. The keeper is standing up to the stumps. He tries to sweep the ball. And the ball goes to the deep square leg region. Couple of bounces there. Protection out there in the deep. And that will just be 1 run to the tally. West Indies will be keen to maximize with wickets in hand and just 29 balls to go, with the likes of Rutherford, who's been in prime form, especially in the South Africa T20 League Series, scoring over 334 runs with a strike rate of 165. I mean, he and Devil Bravis were devastating throughout the tournament, and unfortunate that the Capitals couldn't win there. And even in the WPL, a tough taking for the Capitals franchise, losing 2 finals within a span of, I think, a week or 10 days. It's going to be tough on them, especially the WPL, losing 4 finals on the trot. And congratulations to RCB for winning the second title, Isla Cup Namde, and they have managed to win the title once again. This time Curry, short ball meant to be pulled. Powell was struggling with the pull shot, and this time he has been caught in the deep square leg region, straight down the throat of the fielder. And Curry is happy as he is animated. A lot of celebration out there in the Scotland camp. They know the big man is gone. He's a big threat. Roman Powell, the tall man with huge muscles, tries to hit it across the leg side, and it hit it straight down the throat of Jones. An easy catch there, and the bowler is pumped up. He's pumped up, and the long, tall man has to make the long walk back. He's dismissed for 24 of 14, and that ends the partnership of 81 runs between Shimron Hetmeyer and Roman Powell. That's been caught in the deep square leg region, and Roman Powell departs scoring 24 of 13 as West Indies are 139 for 3. So I take this opportunity to welcome all the new listeners to our channel, Sports Beyond Cancer. Kindly hit the subscribe button, comment on this video, and stay tuned for more action. Please, please, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button because this will motivate us to do more live commentaries, watch alongs, and bring you more cricketing action, sporting action, and analysis. And this will keep us motivated to wake up with a better purpose, especially while I'm battling through my fifth cancer, as I have resorted to YouTube to keep me motivated and give me a ray of hope to stay positive amidst all the chaos that's been happening at my life right at the age of 33. 5 cancers at the age of 33. And this is something I am keen about to continue my passion for sports, cricket, and journalism, especially the sports journalism, so that I can take my mind off with what's been happening with my life and I can focus on giving it back to the sporting community. And I strongly, strongly have faith and belief in the system. And I hope you guys love it and you believe in my journey and be there to support me. And together we can uplift each other, develop a sporting community, and show the world the power of resilience and the power behind the human spirit. Thank you for being out there with me. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button as Curry comes in one last time in this over, and that'll be a dot ball. Rutherford is out there in the middle and he has opened his account by taking a single off the previous ball. And after 16, West Indies are 140 for 3. .140 after 16 with a current run rate of 8.75. That's the scenario out there for West Indies after being put to bat by Scotland, who earlier won the toss. Shimron Hetmeyer taking the charge here after a slow start by West Indies initially. They started cautiously in the power play, 33 or 34 for no loss, and then they found themselves stranding, unable to time the ball, but fortunately Shimron Hetmeyer playing a knock off the edges. 28 balls, 54, and he's tried to reciprocate the run rate. Rutherford here, Michael Leask, good ball into the pad, tapped it back down to the bowler, dot ball there. 23 more balls to go. How much more West Indies can get? Rutherford, Hetmeyer, Shepherd, and Akil Hussain still on the cards. West Indies will be aiming for at least 50 runs from here on. They will be looking to get closer to 190, and that will be a full toss, and he's tapped it to mid-off region. 1 run to the tally and brings Hetmeyer back onto the strike. Hetmeyer will be eager to take on the spinner here in this over. Is this the breaking moment of the over? Shot of a length ball, half tracker. He goes back and pulls it once again. Is it a 6 or a 4? And that is 1 bounce into the fence boundary. That will be 4 runs in the cover corner region. A half tracker there. He drags it, but Hetmeyer is early into the shot. And he times the ball wide off the long on fielder. And that will be 4 runs for Hetmeyer there. Michael Leask. Good ball, short of a length, outside the off stump. All Hetmeyer can do is rock back and cut it to the deep point region fielder there, and 1 run to the batter there. Please, please, please hit the subscribe button. The number of subscribers will help us stay motivated along this journey as we strive to bring you the live coverage, live cricket analysis, and all sporting actions from the globe. Bring in-depth analysis. And once again, short ball. Rutherford this time cuts it between the short third man fielder and the point fielder, and the ball races away to the boundary. 4 runs. A beautiful shot there with an offer. He rocks back, and a beautiful shot. What a wonderful shot by Rutherford to get in 4 runs for the team. Leask one last time in this spell. Rutherford goes inside out. No protection there. Beautifully dissects the field. Goes inside out. Didn't try to hit the ball too hard. Just purely times it over the infield. Inside out shot. And that will be a 4 runs towards the sweeper cover region. 4 runs to end the over. and West Indies are 154 for 3 after 17, and now the run rate is climbing just above 9, and a beautiful end to the over. 14 runs coming off it, and Michael Leask has completed his spell, 1 for 42 after 4 overs, and the partnership now 15 of 9 balls, 18 balls to go. West Indies will have to go hard with the likes of Hetmyer, Rutherford, Akil Hossain, and Romario Shepherd still left to bat in the innings, and they will be eager to get somewhere close to 190 with 18 balls to go, as Mark Watt has been brought into the attack for his last over. This time, well-angled delivery, Yorker length, following the batter as he backs away from the leg stump, bowled into the pads, and all he can do is squeeze it back to the long on region. A nod of the head there from Hetmyer, and that'll just be 1 run to the tally, as West Indies are 155 for 3 with 17 more balls to go in this innings. Rutherford on strike now. He's coming off an impressive season from the South Africa T20 League, batting with a strike rate of 165 and plus, scoring over 340 runs. What can he do here today in this international format? Lot of width there outside the off stump, and he cuts the ball to the power point region, backward deep point region. No protection out there. Poor ball there. Great shot there. Didn't try to hit the ball too hard. Gently cuts it into the gap. No protection out there. He senses there's no fielder there. Gracefully accepts the width on offer, and he cuts it beautifully. 4 runs to the tally. No risk taken there, and 4 runs into the tally. Sensible batting out there by the West Indian batter there. This time into the pad. The ball keeps low. The bowler tries to hit it across the line, and it's hit bad, and there's an appeal for LBW, though it seems like it's going down the leg. But with just 2.5 overs to go, Scotland skipper goes in for the DRS. Well, there's an appeal for LBW, a half-hearted appeal, but it's been sent upstairs. Not out is the decision from the on-field umpire, and Madana Gopal, the third umpire today, having a look at the replay. It seems like there's no bat on the ball there, and there's some bat, a thin edge, and that'll be a not out. An easy decision for Madan Gopalan upstairs, and rightfully given not out by the on-field umpire. And Rutherford will stay in the middle. 159 for 3, as Mark Watt is making fine adjustments to the field out there. Running into bowl to Rutherford this time. Foolish delivery, goes inside out. Beautiful shot. Beautiful exhibition of power out there. He goes inside out over the cover region. 6 runs into the shot. What a wonderful shot by Rutherford, carrying his rich form from the South African T20 League. It was a seamed up delivery from Watt. He picked it up early, and beautiful shot and acknowledgement and thumbs up from Hetmyer there. Wonderful shot once again. A seamed up delivery onto the pads this time, and Rutherford tucks it to the deep mid-wicket region, and that'll just be 1 run. What a wonderful shot by Rutherford out there. He batted with a strike rate over 160 in the South Africa League, and he's carrying his form here. He's one of the prime batters for West Indies in this tournament, along with Hetmyer and Romario Shepherd. What a wonderful shot. 166 for 3, and 1 ball left in the 18th over. Watt with his final ball of the spell. This time a slower one. All Hetmyer can do is taps it to the offside, and he picks up 1 run, and he'll retain the strike. After 18, West Indies are 167 for 3, and it'll be 12 more balls to go, 2 overs to come, and West Indies still have a lot of batters to come with the likes of Romario Shepherd and Akil Hussain, who can also use the power handle. I mean, West Indies would be blaming themselves, especially for the slow start from their openers. They managed to score only 30 of the first 6 overs without losing a wicket. They played extremely cautious given the field restrictions. They should have capitalized on it, and they failed to do so. Will that cost them the game? But nevertheless, Hetmeyer has made amends for it, along with Rutherford there, out there in the middle. Rutherford currently batting over a strike rate of 200, to be precise, 210, while Hetmeyer is batting with a strike rate close to 200, around 190.63. He is on 61 of 32 as West Indies will inch closer to achieve the target, to set a target close to 190 for the opposition. The current partnership is 28 of 15 with 2 overs to go, and Scotland will be keen to restrict them somewhere around 180 to 185. I'm not sure what the plans would be behind how they're going to chase this total. And Sharif is into the attack. Full toss, batter shuffles wide across the off stump. Good fielding out there from the fielder in the deep mid-wicket region. Runs to his right, puts in a dive, slides and cuts down the batters to 2 runs. Beautiful, beautiful effort there out there in the deep from the fielder. A poor ball, a full toss, but 2 runs in the end. No much damage out there. Shimron Hetmeyer, 6 sixes and 2 fours. Take a bow. What a wonderful knock he's been playing in this World Cup. Oh. Shuffles across, tries to hit it too hard, only to get an edge that goes to the bowler. Dot ball there, missed out on the opportunity there, was meant to be hit, but tried to hit the ball too hard. Gets early into the shot, shuffles outside the off stump. Was in his arc, completely early into the shot, gets the bottom edge and the ball rolls to the bowler. No damage done there, dot ball. Sharif this time running in. Bowls wide outside the off stump, driving length, and he goes over the infield towards the sweeper coverage and cut down there by the fielder. Good fielding out there, quick fielding. Throws the ball back quick to the keeper. Just 1 run. Restricts the batsman to 1 run. And that is good cricket out there. Sharif has been exceptional today, especially with a lot of variety he brings in along with his bowling. He's been a little expensive. He's gone over 11.70. But whenever he has brought in the variations, he's managed to keep the batters under control. And that is a key factor, that he has to implement more of his variations into the game to restrict the batters and contain the runs. Rutherford batting over a strike rate of 200 is on strike. 9 balls to go. How much maximum can West Indies get from here? Good ball there and a beautiful drive. What a shot from Rutherford. The best shot of the day for West Indies. Opens the face of the bat and guides it past the point region. 4 runs. What a wonderful shot by West Indies batter there. Didn't try to hit it hard. Goes down on one leg and squeezes it and guides it. All the fielders can do is admire that shot. What a beautiful shot by the West Indies batter out there. Rutherford, class written all over it. A beautiful shot. A wide Yorker length ball, and he goes down on one leg and beautifully guides it. Wonderful shot from Rutherford there. Sharif this time. A low dipping full toss outside the off stump. In the air, but it rolls down to the field at long off region, 1 run. A good over for Sharif here, especially. He's just given I think 6 runs or 7 runs off this over. His previous 3 overs were expensive, giving away 39 runs, and he's made a good comeback to. He's raised his hands and come at the death to bowl a decent over. You never know. One last ball. Can Hetmeyer go for the maximum? Full toss there. Poor ball, meant to be hit. He doesn't time it well. And the ball goes to the wide of long on fielder, who puts in a full stretch dive. And he's taken the catch. He's completed the catch. Shimron Hetmeyer is standing there, unable to believe what happened out there. A wonderful, wonderful full stretch diving catch there from the fielder there. And Hetmeyer is standing there having a puzzled look on his face. That was meant to be hit. It was a full toss. And are they going to check if it's going to be a no ball? Was the ball well above the waist? The ball's been... There's some discussion between the on-field umpires. They will have to check the call. A check needs to be made on the catch. Shimron Hetmeyer is still standing out there in the middle. This is definitely going upstairs. They will have a look at it. Yes, they're having a look at the waist height no ball. And then they will have a look at the catch. But nevertheless, a beautiful, beautiful catch out there by McMullen, running in wide towards his left from the long on region as the ball was dying towards the cow corner region. What a full stretch dive. 100% commitment, 100% dedication, hunger for the ball, eyes on the ball, and a beautiful, beautiful catch. Full stretch dive, eyes on the ball till the end, and he manages to hold on. And Shimron Hetmeyer is completely puzzled. I think the call's been made. That's a clean catch. No ball out there. It was dipping below his waist. Shimron Hetmeyer has to make the long walk back home. He's gone after playing a wonderful, wonderful knock. Probably a match-winning knock for West Indies. 64 runs of 36. An innings beautifully decorated with 6 sixes and 2 fours. And a wonderful, wonderful catch is all it takes to dismiss him from the middle. West Indies are 175 for 4 after 19. One more over to go. And this will be the final over for West Indies as Sherfan Rutherford is joined in by Romario Shepherd out there in the middle. With a lot of batters out there in the mix, it was a poor tactical decision by West Indies to go so slow in the power play. Just 33 runs for no loss. They were safeguarding the wickets. I'm not sure why that approach was taken with the likes of Shepherd, Rutherford and Akil Hossain still in the cards. So Curry will be bowling the last over for Scotland this time. He's gone to 2 wickets in 2 balls. Curry picks up his second wicket. He's been clinical for Scotland. Rutherford slices it to the fielder in the sweeper cover region, straight down the throat, and he's been caught. Curry rolls the fingers, change of pace there, and Rutherford was early into the shot. And that's been easily taken. One of the easiest catches you'll see today. An easy catch for the fielder, and Rutherford has to depart with a strike rate of 200, scoring 26 of 13. Caught by Jones, ball Curry, and that would be the second wicket for the day for Curry. Brad Curry has been exceptional with his variations today. He's understood the length to bowl and the pace at which he needs to bowl, and he's come with a good homework to bowl against each batter, and he's been clinical, picking up yet another wicket with just an economy of 5.05, and that'll be curtains for Rutherford as Matthew Ford, the right-handed batter, walks in at number 7 for West Indies with just 5 balls to go. Romario Shepherd is stranded on the other end, still yet to face a ball. And good ball there. The keeper has been brought up to the stumps. He goes for the wild swing across the line. The ball was angling away from the water, and he misses it. And that'll be a dead ball. Dot ball, 2 dot balls. And Romario Shepherd still yet to face a single ball. The big man is stranded at the other end. Poor strategy from West Indies here. A slow start during the power play, amassing just 33 runs in the power play. without losing a wicket, especially with the likes of Romario Shepherd, Akil Hussain, and Rutherford in their lineup. And pretty surprising how Brandon King and Shai Hope went off with the proceedings today, given the field restrictions, and they did not want to capitalize on it. Nevertheless, Hetmeyer giving them some reprieve with their wonderful shots. This time a low full toss, and he's hit it high in the air, fails to time it completely. The ball goes high in the air, no distance there, falls in the no man's land, and the fielder from the long on region will come in as the ball trickles down towards the infield, and he'll be just one run as Shepherd is back into the strike for the last 3 balls. Romario Shepherd, all he has got is 3 balls in this innings and is yet to face a ball. The big man who's known for his power hitting. Can he take West Indies close to the 190 mark? 3 balls left. Curry running in. Angled well outside the off stump. A beautiful ball coming from around the wicket. Taking the ball away from his batting arc. And he's beaten there. He goes for the wild slash and completely beaten there, and that will be a dot ball. A beautiful ball. The ball's been taken away from his hitting arc, but even then Shepherd going for the big slog, completely outfoxed there. Wonderful bowling there by Brad Curry. Dot balls, 4 balls into the over, just 1 run off the over. 2 more to come in this innings, and a slight field change here out there in the middle. Brad Curry is all set, running in to bowl to the big man Romario Shepherd. This time a low dipping full toss, and he goes straight over the bowler's head. A lot of height in this, and I think he's just managed to cross the rope. 6 runs for the big man, 6 runs for West Indies. A low full toss there, probably was trying to get in a Yorker, missed his length. He loses one hand on the grip of the bat there, but even then the power is such that he goes for a 75-meter 6 as the ball goes over the ropes. 6 runs for Romario Shepherd, and West Indies are 182 for 5 with 1 ball to come into this over in this innings. And Brad Curry, for one last time, he's bowled exceptionally. Can he finish off with a high note for Scotland and himself? He's running in, banged in shot, and he's completely missed it, completely beaten. Tried to hit the ball too hard, no eyes on the ball there. He went for the pull shot, and he's beaten. That will be a dot ball. Just 7 runs coming off the over. Final over. What a beautiful over. What a beautiful spell by Brad Curry. Take a bow, young man. He's finished for 23 runs, 2 wickets of his 4 overs, and West Indies are 182 for 5 and have set a target of 183 for Scotland. What a wonderful comeback from Scotland, especially after the knock from Shimron, Hetmeyer and Rutherford. So that's how things look like. The Scotland need to chase 183 in this Group C opener, which is the second match of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup 2026. I welcome you all to Sports Beyond Cancer. This is the live sports fan commentary of the T20 World Cup 2026. I'm Shourabh Vittalmurthy, and you are watching the first innings of the second game, where West Indies have scored 182 for 5 after being asked to bat by Scotland earlier during the day. And this is how the scorecard looks like. Brandon King and Shai Hope started pretty slow, with Shai Hope struggling to time the ball, and he scored less than a ball, 19 of 22, and Brandon King 30 balls, 35. A poor start in the power play as they could manage only 30 to 35 runs. And then came in Shimron Hetmeyer. He came in all guns blazing. He was lucky as his ball in the air fell in no man's land for a couple of times, and he scored 64 of 36 with a strike rate of 177, and he hit 6 maximums and 2 fours. Rauman Powell scoring 24 of 14, and Rutherford 13 balls 26 with a strike rate of 200, carrying his prime form from the South Africa T20 League. and Shepherd just managing one hit to the maximum of the 3 balls he faced in the last over. So that's the proceedings from the middle. That's how the scorecard stands, and that is the scenario here. Yet the equation is simple. West Indies have put on 182 for 5 in the quota of 22 overs, and Shimron Hetmer was the highlight of the innings, scoring 64 of 36, and they have set a target of 183 for Scotland. It is to be seen how Scotland comes back and makes this chase. So that's it for you, gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoy this commentary, especially the first innings. We'll be back for the chase where Scotland try to dethrone West Indies as they try to get the 183 tons target that's been kept for them. So that's the story out there from the middle. 182 for 5. And to all our new listeners who are joined there, please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. And welcome to Sports Beyond Cancer. And I hope you guys are enjoying this live stream and also enjoying the live cricket and the season that's yet to follow. I mean, it's been an incredible season. The WPL, RCB winning the season for the second time. Unlucky for Delhi Capitals, who's lost 4 finals on the trot now. And then coming to the ICC, the bigger event, the ICC Men's Under-19 event. India once again winning the World Cup in style. They have won it now for the 6th time, the most by any team across the globe. I mean, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, what a player, what a star in the making. An youngster less than the age of 15, and he tore the England bowling apart. 175 runs. That 175 runs reminds us of the Kapil Dev's knock. I mean, Kapil Dev's knock was under different circumstances with a lot of wickets falling earlier, but still the number 175 rings a bell in my head. And what a knock. He took the English bowlers apart, tore them apart, especially after he reached to his 100. The way he raced to 175, extremely marvelous and courageous, and the confidence he has in himself. Wonderful batting by Vaibhav Suryavanshi, and how India won the World Cup, and much deserved appreciation for England too. I mean, the way they chased, I mean, they just lost the game by 100 runs, chasing over 400 in the big finals, and beautiful effort there from the English team, staying undefeated all throughout the tournament. And they had a bad day yesterday, and a knock like Vaibhav Suryavanshi just took the game away from them, and India getting their 6th ICC Men's Under-19 World Cup. What a way. The future looks bright for the Indian team as well as the English team and the other players too. What a spectacle of tournament that was. I mean, lot of potential on cards. The future for cricket especially looks bright, especially with the likes of Vihan Malhotra and Kilan Patel and Aaron George, Vaibhav Suryavanshi, and a word for Ayush Matre, how well and how good and calm he has been under pressure. He's led the team in style. I mean, at such a young age, he's shown all the maturity and all the compassion, and he's lifted his hands to captain the team, and he's shown great grit to manage this young team, and he's managed it pretty well, and he knows to balance the side, and a wonderful way to lift the World Cup under Ayush Matre. And the future, all I can say, the future looks bright, and that's how, and pretty sure that these youngsters need to be groomed well going into the future, how they are going to be groomed to make their way and provide them a pathway. I think the VVS Lakshman will be key to draft a pathway for them, how they need to plan their way, especially going ahead in the future, how they can make it into the Indian national team. So VVS Lakshman will be one of the key factors who will be instrumental in shaping and grooming these youngsters into the next phase of their careers. And that's it from the ICC Under-19 World Cup. And coming back to this World Cup, India will be taking on USA today in the season opener. This is going to be a history in the making if India manage to defend the title. No team has ever done in the past in the ICC T20 World Cup format. No ever team has been able to defend the title. So will India break the history this time? And also one more history to be broken. No home team has won the World Cup. So will India be able to do that too? So to all our viewers who have joined us, please hit that subscribe button And please show support to our channel, Sports Beyond Cancer. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy covering you the World Cup game, which is happening right here in Eden Gardens in Kolkata. Earlier today, Pakistan won the game narrowly against Netherlands. Pakistan were easily cruising into the game at one stage, 98 for 2 with less than a ball required, and suddenly a collapse, a irresponsible shot from Babar Azam, and then 5 wickets fell in a pack, and they were looking at chasing 15 runs and over, and they seemed to lose the game from a winning position. But unfortunately, Max Dawood dropped a sitter in the 90th penultimate over, and once he was dropped, he smashed 22 runs of the next 4 balls, and that gave Pakistan the victory with 3 balls to spare. Cricket can be a cruel game. Catches win you matches. Even the best of the best drop catches, but Max Dawood was unfortunate to drop that sitter at that particular circumstance of the innings, and Pakistan will be relieved that the catch was dropped as Ashraf took them home with 3 balls to spare with 3 wickets left. A big scare for Pakistan out there. From 98 for 2 with less than a ball required, they made a mess of things, and they were looking at 16 runs and over in the last 3 overs. Nevertheless, first points on board for Pakistan as they win the first game. And in the second game, West Indies have set a target of 183 for Scotland. I would like to thank all the listeners for joining in. Please hit the subscribe button and share with your friends, family, children, grandchildren, whoever you know is a patron of sports and is a sports fanatic. We are here. This is Shourabh Vittalmurthy as I battle my 5th cancer and as I enter my remission. A former sports journalist, I have now resorted to YouTube. This is a new venture for me, and I'm trying to follow my passion right from my home, right from my desk, as I bring you the live sports analysis and live coverage, and continue to fight for my passion and hold on to the hope that no matter what the odds, no matter how many times cancer strikes me, I am here and won't give up on my passion and life. So thank you. We'll be back for the chase. Stay tuned for the chase. Thank you.